Welcome to the Laugh Out Loud Investigation Squad, specializing in cleaning up military corruption, arms dealing, and odd occurrences. France is Jack's subordinate, but their relationship is like family. If anyone hurts France, Jack will avenge like a movie hero. After meeting with Negrig, Jack learned more insights. Negrig said that Fran's cause of death was getting airdropped, which is just downright murder. Jack gave the report to Negrig, asking him to check the data. Fran's blood showed astonishing free radical levels, indicating painful ordeal. So, it can be inferred that he had broken days before he died, reinforcing Jack's theory. Clearly, France must have suffered before he died. Hearing this, Negrig's expression turned serious. Let me ask you again. Do you really think other cops are going to solve our dead friend's case? So Jack said they should first check with Fran's wife. A clever guy like France must have left a clue. The two left the restaurant, unaware that they were being followed. They were being followed by not one, but two groups. Jack had just heard that his comrade was killed and rushed to visit Fran's wife, hoping for a clue. However, his wife knew nothing about Fran's work and just handed Jack a key to his office. This became Jack's only clue. He went to the office to see what was up, and it looked like a tornado had hit. Jack took a glance and concluded they didn't find what they were looking for. Negrig thought those guys were looking for something rather small. If not, they wouldn't be checking if the chair legs were hollow. So, where on earth did they stash the stuff? Negrig casually looked out the window and immediately asked Jack for the key, deducing that the stuff must be hidden somewhere visible every day. So they arrived in front of the post office, prepared to officially launch their daring postal raid operation. Negrig thought checking each mailbox might alert the post office and bring the cops. Jack had a plan, though. Plus, France must use the mailbox, so the boxes are big. Negrig just needed to distract postal staff while Jack checked them. Once they had a plan, Negrig walked into the post office pretending to buy stamps, asking the staff about the pros and cons of different stamps while Jack sneaked over to them. He began trying the key on various mailboxes when an elderly lady walked in and saw Jack's antics, instantly exclaiming. Jack sped up, found the right mailbox, grabbed the stuff, and fled, with Negrig following closely. In the car, they carefully checked the mail, and Jack found a USB drive in a small paper bag. Unfortunately, Negrig's laptop didn't support that port. Jack said it was no biggie. They needed to secure some funds, and guns first. He went to the church and said his brother was like a ghost. He wanted to find his brother, but had no idea where to start. Jack's news travels faster than that. He heard Jack was around, but unfortunately, if he went alone, he might not come back. But Jack was completely unfazed. It'll be fine. That's just how business goes. And so, Jack arrived at the drug dealer's territory, where they rammed the dealer with the car door. Next, the dealer received a warm reception, as Jack scooped up flour from them and tossed it into the drain, happily accepting any guns and cash. After finishing, Jack returned to the church, treating the cash as a red envelope for the priest as thanks for info. Then Jack and Negrig returned to the hotel, and the moment they pushed open the door, Negrig abruptly pulled out his gun. Everything in the room had been thoroughly ransacked. Negrig feared that those people might still be present, so the two of them quickly commenced their search, and precisely at this moment they suddenly caught sight of a shadow. O'Donnell, part of the special team, rushed in after getting Jack's message. But the room's disarray wasn't caused by him, but by Fran's murderer, who plugged in the USB. Negrig realized that France had set a password, and worse, they had only 2 minutes and 3 tries. Otherwise, the files would self-destruct. They began wildly guessing what France was thinking. After 2 unsuccessful attempts, there was only one chance left. O'Donnell suddenly had an epiphany, saying Jack's name while inputting. Boom, the password worked. Seeing it, Jack's resolve to take down the mastermind strengthened, and the files printed page, but the contents of the files left them even more confused. 1 page was filled with names, while the other 7 pages were total gibberish. They couldn't understand it, but these files killed France. Clueless, they planned to recruit more. They rallied their fellow agents and ultimately arrived at Swan's house, knocking for ages, but no one answered. Sensing something was off, Jack had to resort to smashing the lock. As soon as they entered, they were hit by a repulsive stench, which they discovered came from the corpse of a dog. After saying that, Jack turned and saw a picture by the campfire, fueling his rage. Filled with anger, Jack stormed out, needing to vent his feelings, knowing someone was tailing them. This was terrible wrong target. Jack's comrades fell one by one, while the mastermind followed brazenly in the shadows. Jack's rage became uncontrollable when he realized his comrade was about to be taken down. This goof had a cop badge. Everyone scrambled to retreat as Negrig shouted, "That cop's name sounds familiar. It just hit me." This was serious. Jack was on the cop's radar. Little did they know, Guy would report all of this once they had to find new transport. However, their identities marked by the cops, they couldn't rent a car. At that moment, Jack had an idea and walked up to a woman with a suitcase. Helen, being part of the special investigation team, was currently on an undercover mission. If you found this story entertaining, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll keep bringing you more hilarious tales.